Hello, hello, hello everyone. Miamao10 here with some Ark Survival. Ooh, crud. I keep forgetting that, guys. It's so silly. There we go. Shut up, phone. We weren't talking to you. So this is just going to be a really chill stream. Wanted to share one of my favorite games with you guys. Let's drop this gamma a little, because that sun is going to get mighty bright. There we go. Alrighty. Oh hey Captain Steve, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful games I've ever played, bar none. And yes, I know I'm standing on my bird. It's one of my creatures, yes. Let me go back to base here. So the map I'm on in Ark currently is Valguero. I'm on a server called Arkxiety with a bunch of other friends. And Madfish and myself have been building a brand new base on this map. So I'm going to take you guys back to the base camp and show you which creatures we've managed to acquire so far. I was actually going out for another hunt for a tame. It's been proving quite challenging today. I've been killed 3 times. And that's always fun. So there's our border wall to our camp that we put up. And to the left there is the house that Madfish is busy building. And we got a bunch of wilds here. We'll take care of that in a second. Alrighty, Argy. So this is the Argentavis. Ugh, sorry, he's a little dark. Let's push the gamma up just a little. And then you got these annoying guys that just come and push up in your face like you don't even exist. And shove you away. There we go. So that's my Argentavis. Over here we've got some griffins. Let me see. I played Ark when it was on beta and some guy deleted my door and nicked all my stuff. Was stuck in a hut and then a gator ate me. I didn't get to own my own creatures. Ark can be very punishing in the beginning, and that was why I was kind of... Oh, I forgot to make you land. When Madfish and Damash Smash decided they wanted to partake in Ark, I wanted to do it with them because it helps to have someone to kind of show you the ropes right in the beginning. Else that kind of thing happens, like what happened to you, Captain Steve, and then, yeah, it puts you off the game real fast. But yes, so there's the griffins. We have some light pets, so these are bulb dogs. They are freaking adorable. Hold on, let me come around this side so I can show you their faces. They kind of look like an alien type pug, and I really like that about them. And then over here we've got some featherlights. So these guys are specifically exactly what they're mentioned for, lights. So they're shoulder pets, so you can pick them up. Let's go into third person view here. And they sit on your shoulder, and then you can toggle them to switch on their lights or switch off their lights. Obviously because it's daylight now you can't really see it. But yes, in the dark, these guys are invaluable. They really are. But for now, let's put you back there. Oh, no, I don't want to open my map. Oh my gosh. Come on. Get out of third person, yeah. It keeps picking up my freaking bed. Oh my gosh. There we go. Go sit with your buddy. Okay, we got a lumber mill here and all kinds of tools that we're using. So hand mills. So Prim Plus is a whole lot different from Ark Survival Evolved. There's a lot more I want to say items and crafting abilities in Prim Plus, and which is why I enjoy it as much as I do. Um, we've got the construction table in here. You've got the lumber walls and the brick walls, and it's a lot of stuff to get into right now. So that's our doed. So this little guy collects stone. The one next to him with the lots of spikes is an ankylosaurus. They are iron collectors, very good at collecting crystal as well if you know how to fly them with an Argentavis. Let me catch up on chat here. Yeah, they are very, very cute. Hey Miamao, hey KevB1. Not seen this game before, but it looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, KevB. This game is awesome. We also have a Casteroidus or a beaver, obviously for wood. I'll get to the owl in a second. There's a Triceratops. Up there we have a Thyla. This is by far my favorite tame in this game. Love these guys, and in a little bit I might show you exactly why I love them so much. Besides the fact that I'm just all about cats. Then we've got some parasaurs. So parasaurs are very good for... They're basically a burglar system. Basically. They do some harvesting, but in essence they're a burglar system. So they scream when enemies get close. You can set them to go off like an alarm. Then these are our PTs that we have. These guys are very, very quick flyers. They can't carry a whole lot. They're not incredibly strong, but man, are they fast. And we use these a lot to lure Argentavis, which is that big eagle-like bird, into traps so that we can tame them. And then this big boy, Littlefoot, is our Bronte. Excuse me, I seem to have a frog in my throat. Look at how tiny I am on top of this guy. So I managed to tame this dude yesterday. Very, very happy about it. Love his colors. He has some fantastic patterning on him. But yeah, just overall very happy with him. Hey bud, I feel like if I'm on your back you can't really hear me. So I'm going to stand up here. Can you hear me now? Alrighty. The easiest way to get off these guys without hurting yourself is right off the tail. There we go. Ooh. Sprained the ankle a little there, I guess. We do have a couple of wilds here, and so what I do is, because it helps a lot to boost the levels on your tames, you're low level so we're good, is you grab one of your really strong guys. So Charlie Bucket over here, Damash named him, just if anyone was wondering. Let me have a quick look here what you guys are saying. You have a Styracosaurus, like a Triceratops. Yeah, it's actually a Triceratops. Love the looks of this, but the grind felt far bigger than NMS, or it could be I just didn't know what I was doing. Captain Steve, 100%. It's got a learning curve, bar none. But once you get the hang of this game, believe me, once this bug bites you, it does not let go. Hey there, Steve Moser, thanks for joining. So is all this your base and your creatures? Yes, except for the wilds that are currently running around here that we're going to take care of real quick. So the only reason I was able to kill that guy that quickly is because he's very low level. And this griffin is very OP. This little Anky is going to give us a not even. Sometimes the little ankylosaurs give a little bit of a fight. Yep. Come on. You're done. Any other wilds here I need to take care of? So that boosts their leveling, so I'll show you that real quick. So in here, so Charlie Bucket is a whopping level 388. He has a ridiculous melee and a really, really good stamina count. His health count I'm busy working on at the moment. So yeah, he's a beast. There's only one other creature in this space that is stronger, and that's my Argentavis. And the only reason that is is because I tamed him very, very high level. So I was really lucky with Bess. I got Bess at, I think it was a level 270, and managed to get a very, very good tame count on her when I tamed her. So Bess is a whopping 455. She has a melee count of 7,000. So she pretty much takes out anything that comes in her path. She's got a great health count, so she can take a good beating as well. And I mean, come on, that's just freaking beautiful. I love the Argentavis. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys what the Thyla does. Oh yes, how dare I forget the owl. So these owls are freaking phenomenal. They have a whole bunch of purposes and uses. They're very hard to tame. So I'll show you real quick. So since Charlie Bucket just had a bit of a fight there, let's go over to Charlie Bucket. And yes, he waddles like a duck. I love that about him. So Charlie Bucket obviously took a couple of punches. So what we're going to do is use the owl's healing ability. And how it does this, basically freezes you up. Don't know the physics around it. Don't ask me. I don't know. And then heals you. So very, very good to have. And can other people come and nick it all? So in this particular server, this is a password protected server. If anyone, they call them griefers, if anyone comes and griefs your base and you have white flags up. So white flags are PvE. You do not partake in player versus player. This is supposed to tell people you do not partake in any griefing or anything like that. When I'm outside of my base, yes, I'm fair game. But when I'm inside my base, they are not allowed to attack me. If they do, the admin for the server will ban them from server. It's a number one rule. So no, I can't get hurt. Then the other thing that's really cool about this guy, let's take a bit of a fly here to an area. Besides the fact that he glides like a dream, is he's got an infrared. If I can remember how to get to it again. No, not snow bomb. I don't want a snow bomb. Oh my gosh. How did I forget this? I haven't taken him out in a while, so I've forgotten again how to do this. Give me a moment. I look like a tool now. No, we don't want to land. Sorry about that sun there, guys. This time of the morning in the game, the sun can be rather glaring. Nope, that's not what we want. And that's not what we want either, Fran. Oh my goodness. Alright. Come over here, Aisling. Hello. Let me see here. And used to love a show called Dino Riders, and this reminds me of that. I can't say I'm familiar with Dino Riders, I'm afraid. Alright, let's try this one more time. So that's freeze. That's the attack. Alright, I can't seem to remember now. I'm having a blank moment. It's called an old person moment that I'm having right now. But yes, there is a function where you can see an infrared. So when you're flying in the dark, you can see the other. And already we've got a bunch of wilds here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so once we fill up this space, because there's a couple of other buildings that we do want to build, then we'll have less and less wild spawns in the base. Let me show you Madfish's build as it's going. It's looking really freaking awesome. She's doing a fantastic job. Gonna be a very impressive build, Madfish. Nice little lookout point here. Very, very nice. And I love the scenery in this game. Hey, Joker, you're not late, buddy. Not at all. I mean, I've been playing around with the idea of doing some Ark streams, and today I finally got to it. Oh gosh, and I've got a poor owl that's trying its best to follow the heck out of me, and I'm just making your life difficult, aren't I? I'm so sorry. Alright, let's take you down here. And we'll tell him to stop following us. There we go. Alright, let me get to the styler here. These guys are freaking phenomenal. We've got a few levels to pop in you, so let's do that real quick. So we definitely want some more melee on him. Stamina is good, we'll add a bit of weight. And some health. So these guys are very good at climbing. So when you go out to tame a Thyla, you will not find them on the ground, or rarely. I would say your chances of finding them on the ground are very slim. You're going to find them in the trees because they climb. So let's find a big fat old tree here. Oh, something wants to bite us. Oh, Carnotaur! Hey, Carnotaur. Yeah, that was a low-level Carnotaur. Something akin to a reindeer. Oh, I hate these guys. You stole my canteen, you freaking oinker. Alright, so I wanted to get to one of the big trees here. Ooh, alright. So we're gonna look up the tree. Come on. Don't have a really good point of view from there, do I? Okay, slow down, buddy. Slow down. You gonna show me up now in front of all my viewers? Seriously? There have been a couple of glitches in Ark of late. There we go. So he can hide in a tree like this. There we go. Let me get a better point of view here. Alright, he's gonna look the way I want to look. Alright, let's see here. I'm sure this game used to be $19.99 on Steam. It's $45 now. I could be wrong. It has gone up a bit, especially considering they've added some new maps that are ridiculously impressive. Genesis recently came out, and I do intend on getting Genesis because there's a whole bunch of new creatures. I mean, we've got dragons that we can hatch in these maps, but there are a whole bunch of new funky creatures. There we go. Let's see if I can make you climb the wall today. And already just that Carnotaur that we took out gave him another level. And we're going to pop that on health. Yes. You're not going to climb up there for me? That's okay. But yes, these guys are very much great on terrain, so I'm very fond of them, and they're very cat-like. They do have not really cat-like teeth, I guess, and apparently they're more akin or more closer to beavers, although I don't agree with that. To me, they're more like cats. We do have saber-tooths in the game as well, but they're a lot smaller than the Thylas. But yeah, I really like it. So you can see there, he's got almost like buck teeth, I want to say. Almost. So I suppose it is a little closer to like an otter or a beaver. But yeah. So what would you guys like me to take out? Or shall we go and have a look and see if we can find a Thyla? And we've got a wild Bronto. Oh my goodness. Might have to put this game on my wanting list for 2 now. And that Subnautica game you're playing. Can't keep off Red Dead 2 at the moment and have Formula 1 2020 on pre-order. The game looks interesting indeed. Mr. Yeetmart Man, hello there, how are you? Thank you for joining the stream. So I think, let me grab some narcotics here. And we'll grab the... What level are you, buddy? Can we get rid of you real quick? Oh, hell no. 126. You're gonna destroy my base. We'll have to find another way to get you out. You can stomp around here for now. So I think instead of going for a Thyla, there is another animal that I've been wanting to tame. So let's go see if we can find one. So up there, that's the Red Forest area, and we're going towards the Chalk Cliffs. So, how do you tame tree creatures or get dragon eggs? So dragon eggs are very, very, very tricky. Dragon eggs, you've literally got to go and steal the eggs from the wyvern nest. That's the only way to do it. So you got to make sure you're pretty strong. Your mount has to be really, really tough. And then you got to risk it for the biscuit, man. It's like run in, grab the eggs and run out. Creature taming, however, each creature has its own thing. The creature that I'm looking for right now, I can pick it up with the Argentavis, fly it back to the trap I have close to our base, trank it out, feed it the necessary food that you need to feed it in order to tame it. So if we're lucky and we do find one now, then I'll be able to show you guys. So we're going to see if we can find one. You also want to make sure that when you're taming, check the levels. One of the first things that you should be getting in this game is your spyglass. Your spyglass is, again, invaluable because you use it to check the levels, to call your tames when they're too far for you to call them up close. Yeah, I couldn't play this game without my spyglass, that's for sure. Nope, that's a Dilophosaur. And I want to say like 80% of the things in this game are trying to kill you. Without a doubt. So it's not just griefers are a big pain in the butt because that's just a bunch of people. Oh look, there's a kangaroo. They are called, let's see here. Can I get a good look at you? Procoptodons. That's right. So it's an ancient form of dinosaur. I don't think I can pick you up. Can I? No, I can't. I think you might be a little bit too heavy or just a little too broad for... Oh! Look what we have here. Allosaurus. These guys are mean. Now this guy is solo right now, so I could probably take him on pretty easily. But if they attack you in packs... Oh my goodness, they're mean, very, very mean. The other predator around here that is also, most Arkers will tell you, biggest pain in the butt ever, raptors, especially if they attack you in packs. And now we've also got the feather raptors, or rather they're actually a Deinonychus, but it's very much a raptor that has feathers. They can't fly, but they can glide off walls. So if you go in between the chalk cliffs here, we might come across one. And then we've that horse over there. I don't know if you guys can see it over there. That is an equus. They are what's called a passive tame, so you can't force tame that guy. You've got to very, very gently sneak up behind it and coax it into being your tame. It's very difficult. I was really hoping to find an oviraptor because it's something we need at the base. Oh, and I think I was trying to mention earlier, the standing on the saddle thing, yeah, it's a glitch right now. I'm not supposed to be standing. We're supposed to be sitting down, yes. It's very strange to see me standing up on this Argentavis. Alright, let's see here. There's another Allosaurus. Very strange to be seeing them in solos. They usually travel in pairs, and then when they attack you, all of the other Allosauruses, it's almost like they have a alarm system. Like, everyone, they're here. Come bite them. That is I know the name for this thing. Let's sit over here and get a good look. It's giant moth. You can actually fly these guys. What's biting back here? Ah, raptor. No, you don't. Hell no, you don't. Don't even think about it. Lamantria. So that giant moth is called a Lamantria. You can fly them. It's pretty freaking cool. And they all have very colorful wings. It's really cool. Let me take a second here to catch up with the chat. Hey Galarak! Thanks for joining, bud. Why are you standing on the bird? Yeah, that thing. Don't forget to smoosh that like. Thank you, Joker. Amazing balancing act there. Yeah, I'm just that good, man. When I died in this, I lost everything. Kind of like a grave and had to get my stuff back. Is getting a dragon's egg a massive risk for you now? It is. I can't actually do it right now. I am not strong enough myself. My mount is, but I am not. So if I take a blow, that leaves my mount exposed to the rest of the wyverns. And it's not just one or two wyverns that attack you, it's the whole nest attacks you. So yeah, I'm not strong enough for that right now, but when I am, I will be streaming that. Thanks for the link there, Joker. Could you try and get a dragon if it's not a big risk? I'd love to, Steve. I really, really would. But right now, I really don't want to risk losing any tames, because the big thing with my tame right now is I've got it on passive, and the reason for that is if I'm busy trying to tame an animal and it tries to bite me, my tame is going to try and kill it, and I don't need it to do that. So if I go into the dragon's nest areas, then she's going to be on passive. If I die, she won't defend herself, and they'll just kill her off. So I really don't want that to happen. Thanks for Captain Steve's link there, Joker. Damash Smash lurking at work processing pig. Ooh, pig intestine. Okay, for I love andouille sausages though. Sounds appetizing. Thanks for joining, buddy. I really appreciate it. Nice tube of meat you got there, Damash. Oh my gosh, Joker. Lurking and working. By the way, Joker, I tried adding Mia's Discord link and it said it expired. Oh, that's odd. That's very strange. I do have it set to last, so that's very, very odd. Let me see what I can do here quick. Give me a second, guys. Maybe this one will work better. Try that one out there, Steve Moser. That one might work a little better. Alright, so Let's see here. And then in there, and I don't know that I suppose we can go and have a look. Let's go have a look. On the other side of this, like cave-like tunnel, there's kentrosaurs. They are mean. It's like the big cousin to a stegosaur. It has a lot more spikes, and they're a lot meaner. So if we're lucky, we might get to see some. Let's see here. So this is an almost, I think we're bordering the swamp area here. Very beautiful though. Okay, so that's a regular stego right there. So I'm trying to see if I can spot some kentrosaurs. The raptors are also particularly fond of this little area here. Let's go up a little. Might get a better point of view from up here. Also just want to keep an eye on... Oh, don't seem to have any kentrosaurs up here right now. I know they're also prevalent in the tundra. Oh, and my Argentavis is a level up. Probably for killing that raptor. Alright, no, we're not gonna be able to see them from here. Oh, and I'm not a big fan of the swamp area because you can pick up diseases and illnesses. So I don't go down to the swamp area very likely. Or lightly, should I say? Let's see. Oh, that worked. Awesome. The scenery is quite beautiful on this game. It really is. It really, really is. Alright, let's go back this way. I do want to do at least one tame for you guys since Captain Steve asked about it. Just so you can get an idea of... Well, I suppose the tranking tame. You know, when you're taming, we're using tranks and food. I did want to get another... Oh, we might be in luck here. What we got here? Oh, we've got some mammoths by the look of it. Yep, there's some mammoths. And no, I can't pick them up. They're very big. There's some stegos. What else have we got up here? There's a saber-tooth. We don't have a saber, but I don't think he's going to survive that fight. There's a woolly rhino over here. What's that down there? That's an alpha hyenodon, I believe. Did I lose track of you now? Yeah, that's a hyenodon. You can hear him. So hyenodons again are a... Oh my gosh, where are you? Let me land. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Alright, let me sit down. It's much easier to fight when I'm sitting. So So the one that has the glow around it, that's the alpha hyaenodon. Killing those guys usually gives you a bunch of special items, a ton of experience, but they're now running away because they know I'm harder to attack when I'm sitting. But if I sit tight for a little bit, they'll come back. Hello, the Shizzle Nizzle. Thanks for joining. You guys really not going to come back now? Come on. Come bite me. I dare you. Come bite me. Fine. I'll do it this way then. So this is a beaver nest over here. I could take a chance and show you guys real quick what happens when I go into that. Because the stuff in here is also, again, invaluable. Were they close by? Oh, yeah, here he comes. Here they come. And these guys, you break one dam, oh yeah, and they're relentless little guys. Oh, we have another saber tooth. Can I pick you up? Did I get you? What's your level? 140? Not bad. Let's go. Well, that might have been more worthwhile than I imagined. So we're gonna grab this saber-toothy, fly him back to camp, drop him in the trap. Is that the first beaver nest you've seen in the wild? I miss. Oh, the Shizzle Nizzle, you are familiar. Awesome. Do not miss the stress though. It can be a little bit, but I think I found a really nice server. The admins are great. The people on the server are really good. We haven't had any toxicity as of yet, but yes, Ark is pretty well known for being a bit of a toxic game if you get into the wrong server. Arkxiety is not a incredibly fast flyer, but very handy because of its ability to easily pick things up. There are other tames that also pick up, but they're a lot harder to do it with. Arkxiety is quick on the gun, very quick. And also I feel a whole bunch safer on this Arkxiety than most of my other tames. So it's not biting me right now, but if I slow down at all, watch. Oh, you're not gonna bite. If I stop? Nope, not either. Okay, you're all chill. Usually these guys bite the crap out of you when you slow down. And I've built my trap walls nice and high because these guys they leap very well, so you don't want them to accidentally leap out of the trap. And then there are certain foods that are better to tame with. Alright, let's just line this up well. And drop you in. Did you fall in? Ah, crap. Did you fall out? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Don't know why it's staring at a wall, but okay. Let's try that again. In the trap you go. And we pull out our trank arrows. And before I start shooting, let me check if I need to catch up on anything. Nope. Alright, so she's already pissed off. So because I have, and the weapons and things in the game also have tiers. So I have the highest tiering crossbow in the game, so I've got to take it slow else I'll accidentally kill her. So we're going to shoot her, and then we're going to count to 5 in my head. Give her another shot. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shoot! Oh, I should have waited. That was one too many shots. One too many shots in the pip. Gosh darn it. Well, that sucks. Let's see, did you have anything interesting in your inventory at least? Yeah, I'll take the arrows. But I'm not going to keep the rest. So we'll just toss those out. Well, that was a fail. Gosh. That was a mighty fail. Let's try something different then. Oh yeah, I need another ankylosaur. And I believe the one I have is female, so I'm looking for a high level male. Oh, and here you are too. Awesome. So we're gonna just snatch you up. Oh crap. I'm failing miserably. Is this because I'm streaming? Distance here. I'm really pretty good at this, I promise you. Alright, so I did... When I shoot at this guy, the other Ankies might react. So I want to make sure there are no female ankylosaurs in the region, because the moment I start shooting him, she's gonna come straight at me. Well, hey, pretty parasaur. There's one over here. I might have to take care of you. I'm so sorry. But I really don't feel like being interrupted. The very pretty black and green stego over here. What's your level, bud? 21? Nope. Nope. No, yeah, I didn't tame that one. I'm sorry. That was a big fail, and I really do want to saber. That kind of sucks. So we're going to do this again. So something I did want to mention earlier was the big thing with the tranking is if you trank them once they're actually ready to go down, you lose levels on the tame. I'll show you what I mean once I've got this guy knocked out. But he's a decent level, 189 is a very good level there. And down he goes. Now that last shot might have been one too many, but we'll find out. So he's knocked out now. And then that taming bar will come up. Oh, I might have to run up to the base here. It's right up the hill. Grab some... I'm just going to use Miamao berries for this guy. So all the little bushes that are around, obviously those of you who have ever been in Ark know that you get berries from them. So we're going to grab a stack of berries out of the feeding trough there. Get back down here. Ooh, stego with purple spines. Yes, please. But not right now, I'm busy. So we're going to access this guy's inventory as soon as the panel pops up. Come on. There we go. We're going to transfer those berries over. Oh, we did well. Nice. So if you see there, it says taming effectiveness 99.9%. So each time he eats, it does drop that by 0.1%. And you'll see it adds levels. So the better your taming effectiveness is, the better levels you get. So right now, I'm getting an additional 94 levels on this guy as soon as he's tamed. So just before the end, we'll get a better idea of what we're looking at. So that's almost, he's almost at level, what's that, 3, that's 200, 300, so just under 300. So that's very, very great. So what we're going to go do while this guy is chomping away on his berries is go and make him a saddle. We'll close that so no predators can get in there and eat him while he's taming, because he's currently knocked out. Oh, Bronte, please, not all over the stuff. Man alive. I need you to move, man. You're in the way. I can't tame him here. I can't attack him here because the Brontes, one swish of the tail and he may possibly kill some of my tames. He could destroy everything we've put up here. And all of this is temporary right now until the house is finished building. Once Maddie's done with that. So we're going to go into our smithy here and look for an ankylosaur saddle. There we go. Make one of those. Oopsie. Oh hey Bobby Demon Lemon. Thanks for joining the stream, buddy. I managed to solo raise a wyvern on a PvP official server. Dude, whew, that's rough. How many hours? I think one of the longest raises I've done on a wyvern was 17 hours on a single wyvern on PvP server. Not official though, this was a private server. BDM, that was my pride and joy. Yeah, I love the wyverns. Everyone's saying hello, awesome. Let's grab that saddle. This Brontosaurus is really getting on my nerves. You really are just in the way right now. Could you go walk off the side of the mountain there? That would be awesome. Where did I leave you? Oh, even Bess isn't strong enough to kill this Brontosaurus quick enough to prevent it from destroying anything. So I'm not even going to risk it right now. I should apply this level to Bess though, and I do want to put it in melee because I need a big hitter. Here we go. Let's go see how this ankylosaur is doing. Yeah, we're about a fifth through taming. The other thing we've got to keep an eye on now is that unconscious bar. I didn't look, so a pretty average melee, general melee there. Nothing like awesome. And you can see the torpidity at the bottom is dropping. So I've just got to keep an eye on that. So that's why I always bring narcotics on a tame, so that you can bring that level back up in case, because some of the animals don't have a low torpidity at all. Some of them wake up really quickly and you've got to keep them under for that whole time. He's doing okay for now. Okay, let's see here. We'll come back in like 2 or 3 minutes, make sure he's doing alright. Oh, I want to grab this egg here. It's going to piss mom and dad off, but hey, eggs are invaluable when it comes to kibble, which is also something you start to make. I wonder what type of egg that was though. I didn't even look, I just grabbed it. Let's see here. a stego egg. So somewhere there's a really angry mom and dad stego right now, and they weren't close enough to come and attack me, which is good. If there's anything interesting up here for us to grab a hold of. The redwoods are a pretty dangerous place to be as well, because of the thylers that like to sit in the trees. They jump you right off your tame. Oh my goodness, you are beautiful. Oh, and I also just saw a bear. So there's a bear walking over there. And that rhymed. That's ridiculous. What are you? Why are you so low level? You're so pretty. That's so sad. Oh, hey bear. Hopefully he's not going to aggro on me. They're generally pretty calm, but if they do aggro on you, they're very strong. Let me get a good place to sit and then I'll catch up. I see the shizzle has responded to my question from earlier. Let's just sit right here. It gives you guys a nice view there. Remover. Okay, I don't... ER remover. Last year I think there was an event that went up to 5 times breeding. Took me all night. Oh, remember. Gotcha. Just came to smoosh the like. Well, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Washing up done. What is the end game objective? I suppose to get all of the tames that you want. And if you're playing a server, especially I have played roleplay servers before, those are really nice. But it is a very open world game. There are bosses. So if we have a drop nearby, I will go and show you guys what the blueprints look like for the bosses. I don't have everything necessary for the bosses just yet, but once we're a little stronger, and yeah, we'll need a couple of extra tribe mates as well. The two of us are not going to cut it for a boss fight. The boss fights are very, very brutal. You need really strong tames. You need armies. So one of the other things that I still need to tame are T-Rexes, some Allosauruses, and maybe even a Giganotosaurus. These guys are huge. They are, besides the Titan, they are the biggest tame in the game. They are absolutely massive. A little bit slow, but incredibly powerful and very, very big. So once I've got a decent army tamed up and bred, because I'll also be breeding for mutations and increased levels so that they're strong enough, working out a strategy on how to attack the particular boss, because there's 3 in every arc. So once that's done, then I can look at something like that. We are literally just starting out on this base. We haven't even scratched the surface yet, so yeah, definitely not going to be running boss fights right now. For now, we're just having fun with taming the necessary animals that we want and need, especially the gathering animals, so that we can build up the base and get a hatchery going. I definitely want wyverns for the boss fight, so I do have currently that were very, very nicely gifted to me from another player. I do have 2 poison wyvern eggs that I need to hatch. Once I've hatched those, but I need to go and get wyvern milk for that, again a whole nother mission, then we'll have 2 wyverns that we can then go into the fire, the ice and the electric areas in for all of those wyverns, because there are 4 kinds. How are you doing here, buddy? Not too bad. We're looking pretty good there. Clean up captain on the bridge. I never bothered with endgame tech gear. The tech gear. I just survived for as long as possible. Yeah, there is also advancing your character past the tech gear, and this is just my personal preference. I do not like the tech gear in Ark. I feel like this is Ark. It's dinosaur. It's ancient civilization, if you want to call whatever you want to call it. I feel like the tech gear, it starts turning it to sci-fi, and then I don't know, it loses its edge for me, which is one of the reasons I prefer to play Primitive Plus as opposed to Survival Evolved. I don't know. I just don't. Yes, it makes things more convenient and blah blah blah. And if that's your thing, great. Then go for it. 100% do it. Whatever blows your hair back, whatever floats your boat. But for me personally, I prefer to do it this primitive type of way. There are guns in this game. I don't necessarily like playing with the guns. I prefer playing with the crossbows and the spears and swords and shields and all that type of thing. I really do prefer it. What is that giant eye of Sauron looking tower in the middle? So those are obelisks. So that is where you would summon the boss fights from. It is also where... So I'm assuming you're referring to that big building over there, Steve. So there are 4 of them. There's a green, a blue, a red, and a yellow. And someone is pushing me around. Get out of here. So you could also use them to transfer between maps. So this server has 4 maps right now. So it has Ragnarok, Valgero, Aberration, and Extinction. So it's up to you which map you want to play. We are currently playing... there's another one there. Ragnarok and Valgero, but mainly Valgero right now. But that is what you use to transfer between the maps. Bye, Bobby Demon Lemon! Are there co-op mission objectives or just open world like this? It is open world like this, but what's really nice about the admins on this particular server is they hold weekend events, so they're tribe based. So I've been on a server before with a tribe called the Savage Horde. Fantastic bunch of people, love them to death. You guys have seen them on a couple of my streams. Mr. T and MG Conklin, you guys have seen them pop up on my streams a couple of times. They're both from that tribe, and you do weekend events as a tribe, whether it's racing or fighting, like all out fist fights, where they have an arena and you have fist fights. It's freaking awesome. Or maze missions, but they're all created by the actual admin on the server. There are a lot of things on this game that you can't necessarily do alone. That is better to do with tribe mates, with other team members. So I don't know if that classifies as co-op. In my opinion, it does. I always prefer to play with someone. I'm not very big on solo playing Ark because it's very difficult to get the big tames. If you're going on a giga tame, you're going to have a seriously hard time of getting that right on your own. A really hard time. You need a team of people to do that. Come on, buddy, we're just waiting for you now. And then I thought I'd go and show them the Aberration Cave. This is a chill stream, so I shouldn't panic. I should just take it easy. Breathe, Fran. But yes, we do want to make sure this guy is fully tamed before we leave again. Just in case that unconscious bar decides to drop like a rock. And we're still looking really good on taming effectiveness there, 98.9%. So an additional 93 levels, a drop by 1, but still really, really good. Thanks for all the questions, Captain Steve. You're reminding me of things that I want to be able to say or try to remember to say in the game, you know? I must admit, I think I would have a ton of fun playing Ark with a bunch of the people from the NMS community. I think with the right kind of guidance on what to do in the game, I think it could be a ton of fun. Our tribe on the, was it the Eternia or was it Thrones of Ragnarok, I think? No, Thrones of Valgero. We were a 16-man strong tribe at one point, and I mean, it was a freaking blast. It was a ton of fun. And the friendly fire is on, so on days where things are a little bit slow, you know, we actually used to chase each other around and shoot each other, and it was hilarious. So not on the back of a Diplodocus or Diplodocus, yes. Not on the back of a Diplodocus, but on the back of a Brontosaur. Yes, you can. You can build, I wouldn't say a base, but you can build a large structure on the back of a Brontosaur. You can make it a small type of moving base. Then there's also the Quetzals, which are a flying creature that you can also build buildings on the back of. They're awesome. They have a huge platform that you can do your thing on. Speaking of which, you're at 72%. Let's just, for safety's sake, give you 10 narcotics just to make sure that bar doesn't drop on me. Because if it does and he wakes up, you've got to start the whole process all over again, and you've got to heal him first. Otherwise you won't get those sweet levels on the tame. Oh, sorry about the sun there, guys. Wow. That was rather brutal there. Man, I need to do something about this Bronto. Yeah, I need to do something about this Bronto. Alright, how much did you destroy? Who did you kill? Let's just land here. Alright. You're all alive. You're all alive. Collectors are all alive. But, yeah, it destroyed a couple of structures here. Oh my gosh. Oh, holy hell. Who's flapping up here? Get away from me. Do we have any here? Yeah. I'm gonna need a bit of stone. Ah, everyone's spread around everywhere. Not cool. Get some stone and some fiber. That might have been a bad idea. But he was really getting annoying. Alright, so it broke all my feeding troughs. Let's just build a couple of those. Ah, man, what am I missing? Thatch and iron. Sorry, bear with me guys, I do need to sort this, it is rather important. So these feeding troughs, as long as your tames are in range, I'm gonna need more iron. Okay. There we go. I will catch up with that chat in a second, Captain. I just want to put these up before that food disappears, because then I've got to go and do gathering as well. I don't want to do that right now. Okay, so 2 of those. Asking question, kind of thinking of giving it another look, but at the same time I didn't enjoy it when I played it. It was very hard getting started. And with it not having a story of sorts, it kind of feels a bit empty for me. I think I would play, get the creature I want, then just stop playing. So I do understand what you're saying there. There is lore in this game, but it's not like a linear story that you follow. It's more, it's definitely more online play. Can I put this a little back? Yes. But at the same time, I want to say, because there are so many different taming methods in this game, because every animal has its thing. It has either it's a different food or a different method of acquiring the animal. That keeps it interesting, because you see something and you're like, oh, I want one of those. And it's not always easy. I mean, ankylosaurs are not as easy as I just made them look. If you don't have the right bird, you can't just pick it up off the ground and drop it in a trap. You've got to do a run tame, and running taming is risky because you risk dying. So it has a different quality to it. And if you find, again, I don't really play... No, don't do that. Sorry, give me a second, because I'm not concentrating now. Is that all the berries over? Yes. Sorry, just a second. Alright, that's fixed. What else is broken? Oh no! Oh. Frickin' hell. Alright. Let me stop. Deja Vu, Diano K08. Thanks for joining the stream. Reading the reviews on Steam, most complaints seem to be server related and people able to destroy bases that took you hours, days to complete in an instance, and also server admins. So this is why I did a lot of research into finding this particular server. Also, before I started playing No Man's Sky this year, I had my own server that people could come and play on. And yes, it was password protected. So there were... everyone that wanted to come onto my server, it was either someone I knew or someone that I did a great deal of homework around to make sure that they weren't griefers, and only then give them the password and allow them onto my server. If you do happen to let someone onto the server that messes things up or destroys people's builds or just completely flattens them once they get built up, those people get banned, and then you try your best to try and make up for what's happened. But yes, there is that side to Ark, and I agree, it is an absolute... there's no pretty way to put this. It's shit. It's absolutely shit when it happens. But there are people that still play this game that are actually passionate about the game, that aren't just passionate about going around and making people's lives a living hell, which is exactly what the griefers do. So I do get where those complaints are coming from, but in the same breath, I do also really see the beauty in this game. And I mean, today is a very chill stream, but I do want to get to a point where I'll be showing you guys more of the gameplay. I mean, this was just an introduction. Okay, I lost one of you. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Alright, yeah, I might as well carry you with me, because there's something. I'll come tidy up all the tames a little later. I'm not going to bore you guys with all of that now. Oh, he's done. Fantastical. I know there was something else I wanted to say. Let's see here. Dictate what you can and cannot build. Oh, reading... Okay, so dictating what you can and cannot build, there is a reason for that on some of the servers. So particularly with PvP servers, a lot of the builds are built towards defense. So the guys build them really big, and with a lot of the materials that make it difficult for rendering. So if you've got 8 or 9 or 10 tribes on a server on a single map, and they're all building these massive structures, the lag on your server will be ridiculous eventually. So it's the same as NMS. Once you have too many bases on a planet or in a system, the lag starts to get ridiculous. They restrict it for the same reasons. PvE, they're a lot more relaxed because no one's really building to defend. They're building for pretty, for aesthetics. So as frustrating as that can be, there is a purpose behind that as well. So, Captain Steve, since you've been so awesome on the stream today and just given me all kinds of reasons to give you guys enough or the information that you want, I want you to name this ankylosaur. And it's a boy, so that's entirely up to you what we name it. Yeah, I lost 2 years' work when 4 Ark servers crashed, never played since. It is painful, Dinu-K. It is. Oh, that's some good info that you're able to create your own server. Yes, and believe me, so worth it. I've got a very good friend from that tribe that I belong to for the PvP servers, who is an absolute genius at the settings and the stats. He's got it so beautifully fine-tuned that it's hard enough that it's a challenge, but not so hard that that you can't overcome the challenges. It looks great and I love dinos, but not really for me. I mean, it's each person has their thing. It's not for everyone, agreed. Yeah, very toxic community, just have to be careful because you can get scammed. I've been lucky enough not to be, and I think it's because I belong to a really great community in Ark. I want to bring some of them into this particular server at some point. So, you know, it's very dependent on who you know and the type of crowd you hang out with. Lagging out when flying was a nightmare. Hell yes. We were on one particular server, I think it was last year, where the lag was so bad that your bird would fly out in front of you and you'd be dangling in the air for a few seconds and then fall to your death. It was horrible. That is really good to know, and as you said, there is a purpose for this and why admins restrict what you can build. Thanks again for the info, Mio, much appreciated. No problem, Steve Moser. I mean, if I can flip the decision for getting this game, I mean, yes, on a personal level, I have a personal affinity for this game. Very much so. But at the same time, this game has spectacular potential. It really does. Yes, I agree Wildcard needs to work on some of the bugs, but I think that can be said about any online game. They all seem to have their glitches. If you're into this type of thing though, this is definitely the game for you. And I know people that have been playing Ark religiously for years. Can you call him Spiky McSpike? I most certainly can. No, we're looking for options, so we need to get a little closer to him. Options. Spiky McSpike. There you go. Alright, it's too long. We'll have to make it a little shorter. Unfortunately, I don't know how much, by how much. Oh, it's a pleasure, Captain Steve. I'm just sorry I couldn't get the whole thing in. We might have to just shorten it a little bit. Maybe we can get rid of the spaces. Nope, still too long. Might have to be only one spike. Except, here we go. So Spiky McSpike, will that do? Yeah, so this, I don't know if you heard when I mentioned earlier, uh, Dinuke. Oh gosh, you can't handle the weight I'm carrying, can you? But this is a PvP slash PvE server. No, you're gonna have to follow me out, bud. So from Mondays to Thursdays, it's completely PvE, and then from Fridays to Sundays, there is PvP, but you can opt not to partake, which is very nice. So all I have to do that is have white flags on my base, and then they will know that I do not partake in PvP. Also, the reason I can't ride this dino at the moment is because I am carrying a whole bunch of stuff on me that is extremely heavy, and he can't handle that weight just yet until we've leveled him up a bit. But we did really great on that. So he was a, what, 182 when we knocked him out, and he's a 283 now, and he should push possibly all the way up to just under 400 once we've fully leveled him up. Alright, little buddy, let's carry you up here. Put you down with the other tames. Wait. So that's Spiky. Where's my female? Oh, we already have some eggs dropping. That's awesome. Oi! Stop it. So this is our girl, Estonia. And when we put them close to each other, they will mate boost each other. So you'll notice there's a little heart above their heads now, along with the trough symbol. So they're completely mate boosted. They will help each other level up. When you choose to, you can tell them to actually mate, and then you can start raising little baby Ankies. The reason I wanted a male and a female set is specifically for the unfertilized eggs for kibble making. Okay, let me just catch up with the chat there real quick again. I can change it to Spiky McSpiky. That's a good idea. Oh, apparently I'm hungry or thirsty. One of the two. Spelling, Fran. There we go, Spiky McSpiky. And I need to, what am I short here? Food. I have to go and grab some water real quick. We haven't set up our plumbing yet, so I'm still grabbing water from the riverside here. Let's get a canteen. Sorted. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, the PVs are blah blah. Yes, yes. Yep, that's cool. He seems happy with his new name. He does. My favorite were the water dinos. Water dinos are a nightmare, Shizzle. They're a freaking nightmare. They're awesome, but they're a nightmare to tame. Hey, Rod. Hey there, Scottish Rod. Thanks for joining, buddy. Yeah, they are good servers. I was just PvE because when it takes you 12 days to raise a giga, didn't want to lose them. Right? Did you guys hear that? 12 days to raise a giga. Looks like my ex-wife. I'm assuming you're referring to the ankylosaur there, Techno. That's hilarious. Alright, I need to do something real quick here, and it looks like we're heading for nighttime as well. What do I need to build this grinding hand grinder? Just some wood. Awesome. That'll do. So this is a rather important tool. So it's like a slightly bigger mortar and pestle. Actually, let me make 2. "12 days and not much sleep until it was adolescent." Yep. Assume there is not a weather system in Ark. There actually is a weather system in Ark. Very much so. We will see rain, we will see storms, we will see sandstorms. There's in the snow biome, there's massive storms there. So yeah, there's most definitely a weather system. Alright, let's put that there. Put a little bit off-center to that one. And then in this one, what do we want to put in here? So we'll put the pearls in there. Actually, I'm just being difficult now. No, not everything. Keratin. All of that over. Stick some hide in there. All the coal. Cementing paste. Clay. Limestone. Oh yeah, we'll store that there for now. Some wood. And definitely some stone. Yep. Oh yes, and this iron and flint. So there's so many things that go into here. So then you can create your spark powder, which you can use for fire. You can use it for your preservation or smokehouses, preservation bins and smokehouses. They're like fridges. Cementing paste, very important for a lot of items that you build. Gunpowder, for those who like to use the guns. Salt, clay in order to make bricks. What else have we got here? Drugs. We've got drugs. So narcotics and stimulants, bug repellent, and lesser antidote for when you get bitten by titan boas or any of the poisonous ones, and fertilizer. You can also make fertilizer in here. And then in this one, we're going to pop those narcotics, this rotten meat. Yeah. I'll quickly put... Oh, so you'll actually be able to see now. Let's see, let's put you down for a second because I need to change your settings. Oh, and you've got a ton of points as well. Good grief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice in the mission range there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the rest we're gonna pump into his health. Oh, and he's bleeding a little now because I've pumped his health up so quickly. So auto activate at full recharge. So come on, little Puge. So the settings that I was changing on this little bulb dog, can I store it? Yes, I can store that. Was basically how wide his light emission range is. So if I go into third person here, you'll be able to see as I move. Maybe we should switch on the light first, right? And there's emotes in here too. So there's that light. And as you move, you can actually tell where the emission range is. Obviously, you want a nice big emission range. You want it to last long. So yeah, that's all good. Right, so I think as with clearing up this section here, did he destroy my fire as well? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me see what you say. Guys are saying in the chat here. Does this affect health? What, the weather system? It can, yes. So at the moment, if we look at my stats, if you look in the middle section right towards the bottom, I've got a torpidity count because yes, I can also be knocked out by trank arrows. And then the fortitude. So my fortitude is already pretty high. But if we go into the snow biome or the desert or the swamp areas, it all has different effects on you. So you can either overheat, you can become overhumidified, you can become really, really cold towards frozen. And if your fortitude isn't high enough, it's going to start killing you. You can get really, really sick. So fortitude for me is one of the #1 things in this game where your stats are concerned. You definitely want to make sure your fortitude is right up there. There are also different types of armor for the weather systems as well. So you've got fur armor for your snow and tundras. You've got light cloth armor for your deserts and stuff. The difference is those armors aren't as strong to attacks or durable to attacks. So the iron armor, which I wear all the time, is the strongest one, and obviously the stronger or higher the tier of armor, the stronger it is as well. And you can color your armor as well. And if you noticed on my head, I've got a skull on my head. That is an alpha skull right there. That I killed an alpha and I got his skull as a trophy, and I was able to put that on my helmet. Like an NMS, yes it does. Yeah, and freeze to death if not right close. I think I'm past on the fence for this game at this point. Once you start, it's very addictive. It very, very much is. Cementing paste is classed as currency for buying dinos. That is exactly right. Because it's very hard to get cementing paste in the wild. It's very expensive to make. So yes, definitely a currency. These frog pugs are so cute. Yeah, I love them to bits. Pug! It's not Puge. It's Pug. I see you there, Damash. They act like a torch. Yep, pretty much. Wyverns look really cool. Had 2 of those and a nightmare to tame. I've never attempted to, because as far as I know you can't tame a wyvern. As far as I know you can only take the eggs and raise a wyvern, but yes, they're a pain in the butt to raise. Big long lasting emissions. I see you there, Joker. Going to drop off now. See if Ivy wants to watch a movie and have popcorn, cinema night lockdown style. Enjoy, Captain Stephen. Thank you so much again for hopping onto my chill stream on Ark, the very first one. Hopefully the first of many. I wasn't intending... Oh, we have a drop. Let's go grab this red drop. So the red drops, again, like the tiers, the colors represent the quality of the drops. And there's a purple one over there in the distance. But that's not what I was planning to do now. I was planning to go and show you guys the aberrant zone. So these are loot drops. This is what they look like. Let me just get out a third person here. And put away my axe. Don't need that. So once you access it, it'll show you what's in there. And we've got a mantis saddle, an ascendant mantis saddle. So the highest tier blueprint for a mantis saddle. And oh my gosh. Littlefoot's getting a new saddle. That is awesome. An ascendant saddle for my brontosaur. That is freaking phenomenal. Well, that just made my day. Holy heck. And there's some ascendant ones. Gee, maybe we should go and have a look at those real quick. The color hierarchy. So white is primitive, green is common, Blue is the next one up, so blue would be... Is it... Oh my gosh, what is blue again? I forget. The dark blue. I don't have any, I don't think I've got any dark blue items, but we'll see when we get back to the base. So it's white, green, blue, red, yellow, light orange, light blue. Light blue being the highest, which is ascendant. Yellow being mastercraft. Purple being journeyman. Yeah, it's sometimes tough to remember all of them. But yeah, these are ascendant drops. And these should be really, really nice. So I'm hoping, the reason I wanted to come and look at these was because I'm really hoping for better armor. So that when a Thyla jumps me next time, I'm not going to die. Okay, we've got a saddle there, so we'll grab that. Not what I was hoping for, but that's okay. I mean, these are all random anyway. And then, what have we got here? Oh no, this is a boring one. No. Yuck. Why was that so horrible? Anywho. Let's go back to the camp here. I'm going to put this new saddle on my Bronte. Let's catch up with the chat here. Sorry, I thought red was the highest drops, then purple, blue and white. Jeez. You could be right. You could be right. Because they do differ between the actual... Because there's no red form of weapon. The highest in the weapons and armor is Ascendant, which is light blue. Like my pike and my crossbow that's in my hotbar. Gee, I feel like I'm all undereducated now. I'd have to go and do some research on that. But right now, I'm like really excited to get this saddle on this guy. So we're going to take off the crappy saddle. You can see there's no color to that saddle, but this one has the light blue coloring. So we're going to move that over. So what that saddle will do for him is give him more armor in battle. So he'll be able to take a lot more of a beating with that saddle on than he would have with the other one. So guys, I don't know if I'm going to do the Aberrant Cave today. Maybe we'll keep that for next time. Because I did notice it's getting a little late on my side. I'm having so much fun I didn't even realize the time. Do I have any expansion packs? Yes, I do. So I do have Aberration, and I do have Extinction. I've got Ragnarok. I've got Valkyra. Obviously, the center, the island. The only one I'm actually missing is Genesis, and that's one I want to get real soon. Genesis is going to be an absolute blast. There are some incredible looking creatures in Genesis. But anyway guys, there's the dawn again. Yeah, the nights are a little quick on this server. Quicker than I'd like, but that's okay. But yeah, so I suppose all I've really done today is shown you guys my base and giving you a little bit of info on the game. Even though I suddenly feel like I don't even know everything. And I've been playing this game for quite a long time. I definitely want to go and look into that color hierarchy. I did remember though, there is one thing, I think it's in here. Yes, so there's the blue. The dark blue. So those are apprentice. So it's white is primitive, green is called ramshackle, the dark blue is then apprentice, the purple is journeyman, the yellow is mastercraft, and the light blue is ascendant. But that hierarchy I definitely know for the armor, and that is for the weapons as well. Saddles as well. So basically the things that you use. Drop wise, you could be right, Dinu K, whereas the red might be the highest. Purple would be just under that, then yellow under that, then blue under that, green under that, and white under that. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it off here for today. It was so great to have you all on here to show you guys one of my other game passions. I love Ark, I really do. I hadn't played it for quite a while once I really got into NMS this year, and just recently started playing again, and I promise you it was that quick. And I was right back into this game, loving it and really enjoying it. And if you feel like you're going to get it for yourself and you need a hand, send me a PM. Dude, I will most definitely bring you into either this server or another server and give you a guiding hand on how to get started, because it can be tough and it can be disheartening if you do it on your own. And official servers, really not recommended for beginners. Really not. So yeah, I'm going to thank you guys, and I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'll be doing a Subnautica stream again, but I will catch most of you on Damash Smash's Permadeath stream tonight, and I believe we should be moving over right from here to Madfish's stream for Tomb Raider. So I'm hoping to catch you all there as well. So you guys take care, have fun whatever you're doing. Thanks a ton, guys. Till next time. Cheerio.